Another big thing that's against being humble is self-righteousness. Let me read of chapter 18 in Luke, verses 9 through 14 for us. This is the parable about the Pharisee and the tax collector. As Jesus spoke this parable to some who entrusted themselves that they were righteous and despised others, this is what Jesus said. 2 men went up to the temple. One was a Pharisee, and the other was a tax collector. Let me just put this into perspective. The Pharisee is that churchgoer type person. You know, that person that goes to church every Sunday, every Wednesday. They're faithful to come to church, but there's something in them that tries to say that they're better than everybody. Okay, that's what a Pharisee would be. A tax collector would be somebody who knows that they're a mess and is afraid to come into church because maybe they don't have the right clothes, or maybe they don't smell right, or maybe they don't know the church lingo, you know, that type of person. And they don't know how to pray, they don't know how to do this or that. They don't know the church protocol. That's the tax collector. So the 2 men went up to the temple to pray. One, the Pharisee, with the other, a tax collector. The Pharisee stood and prayed, and thus prayed with himself, God, I thank you that I am not like other men. I'm not an extortioner. I'm not unjust. I'm not an adulterer, or even as this tax collector. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not a thief. I don't swear. I don't drink, except when nobody's looking. You know that type of person. I fast twice a week, and I make sure everybody knows that I fast. Because I just look like, oh, I've been with the Lord, I'm so worn out. And I tell people it's because I'm fasting. I give tithes, and I make sure it's recorded. And I make sure the pastor knows about it. Then the tax collector got up. Standing afar, he would not so much as raise his eyes to heaven, because he was embarrassed about who he was before God. But he beat his breast, saying, God, be merciful to me, a sinner. I tell you, this man went down to the house justified rather than the other. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted. We live in a reverse kingdom. We live in a reverse kingdom. Those that raise themselves up are considered lower in the kingdom. Those that allow themselves to be humbled are higher in the kingdom. When pride sets in, you start to think your poop don't stink. Oh, wait, can you say that in church? You start to believe all those good things that people tell you, but you cease to become effective for the kingdom of God when pride sets in.